Hi, I'm Jay from Sophos Support, and today I'll be discussing group policy objects. Microsoft's group policy object is a collection of group policy settings that defines what a system will look like and how it'll behave for a defined group of users. You have the option of creating local and AD GPOs. Local being used to manage a single machine, and AD GPOs when you'd like to specify a broader spectrum as well as have granularity. We'll also go over where to manage these GPOs in a domain controller and how to create one. Without an Active Directory, there's only one group policy available, which is a local group policy. Local group policies only affect the workstation or server that it's on. There is no central management with local group policies, and it will require you to perform each change on each of the desired machines. To access a machine's local group policies, open up the Windows search and type in gpedit.msc. Here's where we can configure both the user and machine configuration. It's also worth noting that the local group policies are stored in the following directory: %win_system32 /group policy. Each policy that is created gets its own folder, named with a corresponding user object security ID. Now, when working with group policies in Active Directory, you will have centralized management and administration. This only works if machines are joined into Active Directory. When working with group policies in Active Directory, there are 4 distinct levels at which you can apply a policy. This would be local computer, site, domain, and OU. This allows for granular application of policies on users and machines. Keep in mind that with Active Directory, each server and workstation must be a member of only one domain and be in only one site. You can, however, have a server or workstation applied to multiple OUs, which can help with delegation. When it comes to managing these group policies, we'll be using the Group Policy Management Console, or GPMC, which is a centralized way for administrators to manage group policies. Now, group policy objects are a collection of group policy settings that define what a system will look and behave like for a defined group of users. Every GPO contains 2 parts, a user configuration and computer configuration. The computer configuration contains policy settings that are relevant only for computers. If a GPO matches a computer, those settings will take effect. These can range from startup scripts, shutdown scripts, and settings that control how the local firewall should be configured. Every setting is relevant to the computer itself, regardless of who is logged into the machine. The user configuration, on the other hand, contains policy settings that are relevant only for users. The same applies to the user configuration. If a setting matches the user logged in, those settings will affect that user. User settings only make sense, however, on a per-user basis, such as log-on scripts, log-off scripts, and the control panel's availability. The first level under both user and computer configuration contains software settings, Windows settings, and administrative templates. Furthermore, under the computer node, we'll see Windows components, system network, and printers. Under the user's administrative templates, we'll see the same folders, as well as some additional ones like shared folders, desktop, start menu, and taskbar. Now, let's look at the creation process of GPOs. When creating a GPO at the local level, everyone who uses that machine is affected. When using Active Directory, however, you can have an almost limitless group policy objects, as well as being able to select and decide which users and computers will get which settings. Keep in mind that you can only have 999 GPOs applied and affecting a user or computer before the system is unable to process any more. When you create a GPO, it will be available and ready to be used in the domain in which it was created. To apply a GPO settings, you'll need to link it to one or more sites, domains, or OUs. Now, we'll create some sample GPOs. Let's start by adjusting our password policy. We'll navigate to our domain controller and open Group Policy Management. We'll navigate to our domain and right-click and edit the default domain policy so that it affects our domain computers. We'll then drill down to Computer Configuration, Policies, Windows Settings, Security Settings, Account Policies, and select Password Policy. We'll then double-click on password length and change this to 12 characters. Now, we'll configure a user-based policy that disables the desktop wallpaper. We'll go back into Group Policy Management and create a new GPO for this. Afterwards, we'll right-click and edit it. Then, we'll drill down to User Configuration, Policies, Administrative Templates, Desktop, and select Desktop. Here we can double-click on Desktop Wallpaper and select Disabled. I hope you found this video useful. Let us know by giving us a thumbs up on TechVids if we resolved your issue. Check out the documentation for this video in the video description. For further assistance, view and post questions on community.sophos.com and go to techvids.sophos.com for more great videos like this one. Thanks for watching!